Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 33 of Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, RE Chain of Memories. And here we go.
I take it you're Riku.
Are you with Ansem?
You are half correct. Let us say that he is not the Ansem with which you are familiar. He is Ansem, and he is not Ansem. Perhaps a nobody best conveys the idea.
Riddles were never my thing. Try again.
He belongs to neither the light nor the dark, but walks the twilight between.
Oh.
Catching on now? Oh yes. You also stand in between the light and the darkness. It appears we have much in common.
Maybe. Like you said, there really is darkness left inside of me. But so what? Darkness is my enemy. And so are you for reeking of that awful smell!
Oh, so it's a fight you want. Very good. I shall take you on.
Okay, I have a question. What does darkness smell like? We'll discuss it later. Anyway, here we go. Vexen fights.
And you can't cheese him like you did with Sora, right?
No Sonic Blade for Riku, unfortunately. Ugh. Well, yeah, so the best chance you have is to win a duel with him to get a powerful slide to actually take him out. Or if you manage to get into dark mode, one of Riku's slides is known as Dark Firaga. And as you know, since Vexen is an ice element guy, fire really does hurt him, so yeah. Okay, let's see if I win this card duel, come on. See, one of the problems with the card duel is that you can hesitate because, well, you might not have all the cards required to win the duel. But anyway, here we go. Here we go. See, there's Dark Firaga, and yeah, look at that. And there we go.
Yep, definitely doing a lot of damage to him.
And there's Dark Break 2. There we go. He got out of range. There we go, Dark Firaga. And the good thing about it is it homes in on him. Thank goodness. And Dark Aurora. Oh yeah. Feel the pain. Dark Aurora is pretty much essentially a Sonic Blade-like thing, but
it's the same but different.
Right. Riku just flies around the room, and he actually, quote-unquote, did this before while he was possessed by Ansem during the big sword fight back in Hollow Bastion, so now we get to use it, so that's actually pretty cool, huh? Of course, I hesitate again, and I'll lose this duel, unfortunately, because bleh. Ow. There we go. There we go. Come on, come on. And there we go. Hey, okay. Boy, that was painful, but at least it was better than, well, Sora's encounter with Vexen, in which I died multiple times. But still, pretty easy overall.
I find coursing through you there is a darkness of formidable power growing, well worth the trouble of aggravating you. All this excitement has provided me with invaluable data.
What?
Many thanks, Riku.
It was a trick all along.
Really? How does he know it's a trick? I don't get it, really.
Yeah.
Alright, so, yeah, moving on. By the way, this invaluable data that, well, Vexen spoke of,
Well, you can probably guess what he's going to do with that.
pretty much. Might as well go ahead and spoil it since technically it already happened. Yeah, he's going to use the data that he gathered to create the Riku replica. Yep. So yeah, you kind of wonder how did the Riku replica came into being in the first place back in Sora's story. Well, here's your answer. The thing is though, with the Riku replica thing is, something that's always been troubling me throughout this, throughout the entire series is the idea of replicas. How does one create a replica in the first place? I mean, do they have stock bodies? Like, blank bodies, just lying around? They get data, then they make the replica into something that's resembling a certain somebody? Or do they create the entire thing from scratch? Yeah, that's the thing, though. Do they... from scratch, and how did Vexen get the data in the first place? Did this ice shield thingy, is it one of those, does it have one of those scanning devices like, okay, we fight Riku, you scan, fight Riku, scan information, blah 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 blah, and yeah. I don't know, really. I mean, yeah. I mean... what do you think?
Magic?
Yeah, let's go with that. Magic. Huh. Anyway, we also get hints about these nobodies. And I don't think the original Chain of Memories mentions nobodies in the game at all. But nobodies will be a concept that we will be exploring throughout the rest of the series. I mean, technically we are starting right here, but we'll go more into them when we get to the next game, Kingdom Hearts 2. It's just, yeah. I think there's some retconning going on here to better fit the rest of the game series. Okay, so as Riku's traveling through Memory Agrabah, just having no business being there for some reason. Let me see. I think I'll go read off some more enemy card lists. Let's see here. Enemy cards. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, I think let me see. Where did I leave off? I think the Magic guys. Yes. Okay, the Magic guys. Yeah, the last one was Green Requiem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me continue my reading. All right. All right. Okay, afterwards we got the Power Wild. That's the male monkey thing found in Deep Jungle and in, well, Olympus Coliseum in this game. And they have the power of Retrograde. And it reverses the value of all cards. 1 becomes 9, 2 becomes 8, etc. Cards with the value of 0 are not affected.
Yeah, because if you're 0, you can only go into the negatives.
No, I think 0 is just 0.
Yeah.
There's no negative, there's no positive. It's just 0. There is no other. Alright. The next one is called Bouncy Wild. That's the female monkey creature, Heartless. And they have the ability of Draw. And it attracts fallen cards and items for easy retrieval. Okay. That's fascinating. So, like, if you're out of range for cards, I think, it will, it's basically a magnet, because, well, sometimes cards, you know, when you're in the world or in the battle, they're sometimes out of range, and sometimes they disappear on you, or something happens, and, well, something happens, unfortunately, so, yeah. Alright, so, yeah, let's see. Next, we have Air Soldier. And it's Relokinesis. I don't know if that's how you pronounce this word. Kinesis. Okay. And it reloads and allows reloads while in motion. So, in other words, if you're standing, you know how Sora stands still, has to stand still while he has to reload his cards? You know, leaving him vulnerable, right?
Yeah.
Well, that card allows him to reload while moving, which is actually pretty useful. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, battle with Memory Jafar. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, I remember, folks, in the first Kingdom Hearts game, it was Riku that kidnapped Princess Jasmine. You know?
Yeah.
Do you remember? He was here, technically. Well, yeah. And, of course, it's the same as before. Attack Iago, block Jafar's cards, or dodge his attacks. It's possible. And then there's the moving floors. Nothing has changed here, folks. So, with that said, I'll continue to read more of the enemy card things. So, yeah. Okay, next up is, let's see, Bandit. And it's combo finisher. And it makes the first strike as powerful as a combo finish, which is pretty good. Next we have Fat Bandit. Okay, it has back attack and deals more damage when striking enemies from behind. So extreme backstabbing. Okay. Fascinating. Alright, so next we have Barrel Spider. Okay, I mentioned this earlier, but I think I'll say it again, just cuz, okay? Of course, it's quick load and reloads cards instantly. You know how, like, Riku can reload cards instantly? But it's pretty much this thing right here. No countdown or anything. Alright, moving on, we have Search Ghost. Alright, it has the ability of Drain. And it absorbs enemy HP when striking with attack cards, but enemies will drop fewer items. So yeah, you might lose XP in the process. I kind of like this because it's essentially a sacrifice kind of thing, you know? So yeah. Okay, next up is Sea Neon. And it's random values, and it randomizes the values of the cards you use. I don't know why you would do this unless you want some kind of challenge, you know, but yeah. Alright, let's see here. Next is Screwdriver. Man, I'm not Screwdriver, Screwdiver. Because, yeah. Anyway, it's Decriminator or something. Is that how it's pronounced? Anyway, it decreases the value of all cards by 1. And yeah. Again, unless you want a challenging experience through RE Chain of Memories, I don't see it being useful at all. Okay, next we have Aqua Tank, and it has Auto Reload, which automatically reloads cards when they run out. Okay. So Aqua Tank can be useful as well, alright. Now we have White Knight. And let's see here, it's Float. And it alters gravity to boost jumping ability. Okay. Fascinating. Alright, next we have Gargoyle. And Gargoyle is Vanish. And let's see, it makes you invisible and reduces your chances of being hit. Okay. Let's see here. Pirate. All zeros. Changes the value of all cards to 0.
Well, that's handy.
Well, yes, but at the same time, unless you use another enemy card that's essentially... unless you use other cards that essentially prevent card breaking, well, yeah, it could backfire on you. But then, of course, if you know what you're doing, you could make it work, I guess. Next is Air Pirate, which is Item Bracer. And it stops enemies from breaking item cards you use. So, yeah. It can be beneficial that way, yeah. Alright, then we have Dark Ball. And it has 2 different uses, well, let's see here. It has 2 different uses depending on which version of Chain of Memories you are playing. If you're playing the original one for the Game Boy Advance, it's Card Blind. And Card Blind hides the cards you hold from hostile eyes, so the enemies cannot see your deck, essentially. Now, RE Chain of Memories has Dual Trigger, and next card activates Card Duel regardless of the number. So I'm guessing it's a Riku only thing for the Card Duel.
Okay.
Because only he can do Card Duels, as far as I know. Alright. Let's see here. Next is Defender. And it's called Protect. Duh. And it decreases damage from physical attacks by the enemy. Magic attacks do normal damage. Okay. Now we have Wyvern and Reload Lock. Stops the reload counter from counting reloads. So I'm guessing it means that it stops the thing from going up and all that sort of thing. That's what I'm guessing.
I'd imagine that's what it would be.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next we have Wizard, which is Magic Boost, obviously. And disables use of summon cards to power up the magic cards. So yeah, it's another one of those power-ups for a price kind of thing. And we have... Next is the Neo Shadow, which is Bio. And it causes enemy HP to gradually drop.
So, basically poison?
To them, yeah, pretty much. That's essentially what it is. Alright, so I think I'll stop right there because we are about to enter some more plot. Anytime now. Anytime. Boy, it's loading for a... Oh yeah, I forgot. Sometimes there's no plot cutscenes until you get to a specific point. I forgot about that.
What's happening to Sora?
Naminé's powers are being used to shuffle his memories as we speak. Marluxia may well succeed in getting his puppet. Sora would be a valuable asset to the organization. But Marluxia and Larxine's actions, they leave me quite uneasy.
And then there is Axel. Who knows what that one is thinking?
Vexen should take care of this. His replica is soon to be completed.
But Vexen despises Marluxia. Think of the mess it would make.
So we must tell him. Isn't it better that Vexen clean up the mess than leave it to us?
Okay. Anyway, folks, we'll see you next time.